golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are live. It's magnificent Monday. The sun is out at 1040 O Street. Come down to the mill. Have a cold drink, hot drink, pastries, meat, read a book. Or just come saying hi to me and swim. One lane, man. Swim, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, AD. How was the weekend? I was bummed that I was unable to attend the margarita party on Friday.
We had a good party at the house.
It seemed like it was good. A lot of good pictures that came out of it.
Yes. It was my son Aiden, which I'm shooting happy birthday to him. It is his 27th birthday today. Little AD.
Oh, wow. Very happy
is
birthday.
27 years old today. His fiance Isabella, her birthday was yesterday. So, police bike chips. He's got one.
Yep.
He's got
those
one.
motorcycles sneak out of it.
I think he came out of the
hide in
bushes.
crevices.
He was in the bushes. I was like, where'd he come from? And that was not a way to start your Monday morning on. If you're that person going west on O Street right now because you got a police bike right behind you.
The best part is, what if they were listening to us?
Yeah.
We got the 5-second delay on the radio. The cop walks up to them. He's like, "Oh, somebody got him.
Somebody got him."
They talking about me?
Man.
Yeah. They talking about me?
Yeah, so we had probably 25 to 30 people at the house on Friday.
Oh, yeah. It was a big deal.
Yeah, 25 to 30. So they had they had like a tournament of, gosh, what do you call that dang game?
Cornhole?
Cornhole, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, they
how did I know exactly what you were talking about?
Yeah, because they know I don't play.
Midwestern folks.
Yeah, I'm not a big cornhole fan. We've talked about this before, but they had brackets and everything.
Yeah.
Had brackets.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, and Keenan and Maddie, his wife, my son Keenan, his wife, they ended up winning the tournament, but it was a great time. I mean, it's always cool when your kids enjoy coming back home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So all the kids were there. I just kind of hung out on the front porch, but all the kids were in the backyard, the deck. I mean, they had the whole house, occupied for the most part on the back. And it was beautiful, man. It wasn't like 90 degrees. It was like 73 degrees.
It was incredible all weekend long.
Yes.
Good day for your golf on Saturday as well.
Yes, I golfed on Saturday. Frazier couldn't make it. He did something to his wrist. His wrist was jacked up. He was still going to try to wing. He was like, nah, man. He goes, dude, I can't, I can't even roll the wrist over to swing the club. So Frazier was out, but me, Akemi Dofia, and Tony Veland had a good time. The putter, Nick, was on fire.
That's what so you played uncharacteristic golf when we played last time, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I played
terrible. It was uncharacteristic, right? And so
not you though.
No, I was uncharacteristic in a different way. I played well, and you played uncharacteristically poor. But what I was going to say is that I asked you this morning when you walked out. I was like, "Hey, how'd you shoot?" You shot an 86 at that course, which is a lot tougher than the course we played.
Yeah, Bentry is, if you've ever been to Council Bluffs, just right across the bridge from Omaha there, but it's called Bentry. They're always a good team out there. Their staff is awesome, so shout out to Bentry. But, man, that course, it will eat you up quick if you're not careful. And I just played smarter except that one triple I had on the back. I went hybrid, and I should have just went because that this particular fairway is very tight. You got yucca plants and all the junk on the left. And then on the right is basically off a cliff, so you're done. But I went with a hybrid and sprayed it right, so that was gone. My second shot that one left, lost again. Then I piped a 6-iron onto the green, but it was still triple. I still walked away with a 7. So I was like, dang it. But then I got back on. I parred the next two, finished 44 on the front and then 42 on the back.
Which is nothing to sneeze at.
No, but Keenan, we were talking scores. He went to Mahoney, which is a wide open course. Dude, he fired a 71 out there.
My God! Once again, price per shot, man. You got to see. Do I want to, price per shot? You're paying a lot more per swing if you shoot a 71 in comparison to a 95.
Yeah, Keenan he eats. That's my middle son, Keenan. He will eat Mahoney up, but he shot a 71 out there.
71,
37.
I can't even imagine what that feels like.
Oh, I'm at 71,
stress free.
But I usually get about 8-9 holes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to see my golf game's going to get tested this week.
Yes, it is.
Golf game's going to get tested this week.
Tell me where you're heading.
So this is my last show until August 13th, next Wednesday. I'm heading north to.
We ain't talking about Norfolk either.
Nope, heading north to Canada. So just found out that so we fly out tomorrow. Me and a couple buddies, we do a golf trip once a year. Normally, so they're all getting married, and so we had one last year when we went to TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It was for a bachelor party. That was our golf trip. We kind of used it as a two birds with one stone type of deal. Then next year we're going to have another bachelor party. I think we're going to go to Utah to golf.
Beautiful courses in Utah.
That's what we're looking at for my other buddy's bachelor party. Well, this year we just have nothing. My buddy's family has a house about an hour south of Toronto, on a lake.
You gonna see Drake?
No, I'm not. The Cubs do play the Blue Jays though.
So Drake
next
might
week.
be there.
No, I don't think so. We're not going to see Drake.
Are you going to party at Drake's house?
I am not. Absolutely not. This is a pre-football season, just mellow, just chill, nothing.
What course are you going to play a couple courses?
Yeah, so I guess there's 3 or 4 or 5 courses like within a couple of miles of the cottage is what they call it. And so we're just going to play. We're going to go on a rotation essentially. And we're playing Wednesday at like 7:30 in the morning. And the temperature though out there is like 70 right now.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I guess it's just perfect weather.
Okay, but here's something to think about if you haven't already. The fires in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Have you thought,
I haven't thought about any of that, but that's probably something I need to keep in mind.
Yeah.
So
it's like, good shot. I didn't see it, but
yeah, I can't see. It's a little hazy down there. It's a little hazy. No, but it's gonna be a good time.
Come back, man. Your lungs are absolutely shot.
I asked my buddy. I was like, he's already up there with his family. We were like, well, should we get golf balls beforehand? You know, can't wait to donate some to the Canadian Forest and stuff. And it's just like, so we're gonna stop at. I guess they have Costco up there, so we're gonna stop up there and just grab golf balls and call it good from there.
DF, good morning. He says St. George, Utah is amazing golf and only 40 minutes from Mesquite, Nevada. Where Wolf Creek is. And DF, I've not played Wolf Creek, but I have played in St. George, Utah.
Really?
Dude, this was about at least 10 years ago. I flew into Vegas and drove into St. George. I was speaking at a conference there. I literally almost wrecked.
Really?
2 times driving back to Nevada. Because when I was driving there, it was nighttime. So I really couldn't see anything, obviously. But that drive in the daytime, man, it is absolutely beautiful from St. George back to Vegas.
And I haven't been farther west than Vegas. That's the farthest west I've been. Never been to California, never been to Oregon, Washington. Excited for Nebraska football to play there because that'll give us all a reason to maybe travel out there at some point.
Country, man.
But so that's why I was like, Jake has told me all over and over, hey, go to Coeur d'Alene, go to Lake Tahoe, things like this. I know obviously a lot of people love Utah. So like I just want to. I was like, let's try out Utah. So we're looking at stay and plays out there and things like
that.
There's
a ton out there. Dude.
There is a ton. There's also a ton of money. There's a lot of money that you got to pay.
A lot.
We found this one and we're like, man, this actually looks pretty good. And it said, $775 or whatever. That was per person. That was per person.
Where
at? Per night. It was like out in Utah somewhere. I mean, it was beautiful. And
it better be.
It was. We're not good at. I mean, let me say this. My buddies are better. I'm not good enough to play out there. So.
Yeah, that is a lot of money to play golf.
We just got to find their version of, a Lincoln Municipal course, I guess.
Find their local Mahoney.
Find their local Crooked Creek. Which is in great shape. Like that's not a shot at any of them.
Yeah, it's just different. You got mountain views and ravines and valleys and everything else. So how many rounds are you guys playing?
Well, so there will be some work that has to get done. Obviously, it's a very popular time in just radio business, and so I'm taking my laptop. So I told them I was like, I can't play every day. So because it's a vacation, but also I got some stuff to handle as well. So through emails and video calls and stuff like that.
Right.
Shout out to technology, that AD. But so I would say probably 4 rounds. Like we'll probably alternate days.
That's going to be a great time.
Some significant others are going for some people. And so they're like, hey, yeah, there's yoga. There's all this stuff that's going on. So I was like, well, I'd try some yoga. I mean,
oh, dude,
I'm not
yoga's
flexible.
awesome.
It'd probably help the golf game.
Yes, it will. Flexibility.
Maybe we should all go do yoga.
Yeah, yoga definitely gets it done, man. It definitely helps. It helps out. Speaking of golf, I know we were going to save this for later, but we'll jump onto it now, man. We'll tackle some more NFL stuff at 10:30. Kind of a quick rundown for today, folks. Obviously, it was Nebraska's fan experience that took place on Saturday. We'll talk about that. I know we got some clips, I think, from that as well.
Yes, lots.
We'll play those. So at 9:30, though, we're going to hop back on because we thought we were going to talk about the NFL new measurement system because that is going to be significant when it comes in here. Obviously, MLB, they have their new technology as far as video cameras, checking strikes, etc. Also, for the most part, sports is really starting to step up with the technology to to make sure calls are called correctly. We still know there's going to be a human element part of that.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that at 9:30. Then at 10 o'clock, the fan experience. I think on the news, they said there's a little over 2,000 people that were there. So not a bad turnout as far as that goes. And then at 10:30, we'll discuss ESPN just had a big merger and acquisition. We'll talk about at 10:30 implications of that, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of thoughts that I know we both have on all these topics. I'm so fascinated by the NFL measuring system, just because whether it's NFL, whether it's NBA, whether it's Major League Baseball, it just feels like year after year they frame it into this, we're making these changes as an organization, as a league, to make it better. And I almost wonder at times if they're trying to do too much, if they're trying to change things so often and so rapidly that whether that's the education piece for officials, like in terms of NFL especially in this, are the NFL officials fully up to speed as much as they could be in the offseason and through the offseason to where they can call it accurately in the moment, because it's a split-second decision, obviously. I also think that you guys know this. I'm a big human element guy. Like I love the fact that baseball, and it's fine that there's reviews, and I like the automatic balls and strike system, but I like also the human element of judgment calls. And I say that understanding that not all calls are going to go my teams that I'm cheering for their way.
There's going to be some that happen. You're like, what was that?
Yeah,
what was that? The computer's broken.
Hey,
Something's
but
going
also
on.
I want to yell at the TV. Like, give me a reason to yell. So, I mean, not really, but ultimately, when it's all said and done, I just like, sometimes I wonder if we're trying to do too much, if we're trying to make the game too perfect. And it can sometimes, when you change rules time and time again and year after year, it can make it difficult to follow for a casual fan. And there's a lot of, especially when we're talking about NBA trying to pass it down to the next generation, Major League Baseball doing the same thing, NFL, you not only have to cater to the existing generation that loves your sport, that fell in love with a different type of sport, but then also you have to cater to the newer and the younger generation. You have to make it easy enough for them to follow and understand and comprehend. And so you kind of have to try to find this middle ground. And sometimes if you make so many changes year after year, it can become difficult to remember, okay, was that a rule last year and it's not a rule this year? How did they evolve on that rule this year? It can just be kind of sometimes at times difficult to follow and completely understand.
Well, and some teams have been using technology more than others. Houston Astros. But nevertheless, some
no, they
teams
just use trash cans.
In football, too, New England Patriots.
Yeah, there you go.
Some teams were using video stuff before it was video as far as the game goes. But I think it's going to be interesting. We'll definitely dive deep into that. I mean, this has nothing to do with sports whatsoever. When is that hotel across the street going to open?
Unclear. I see
him cleaning the windows up right now.
I'll say
pretty
this.
good.
I don't know if it's public knowledge. It's going to be soon. It will be soon. It should be prior to football season.
You would think so, because think about this, Nick. We are 24 days out from kickoff. Obviously,
can you believe that?
I was thinking about this morning when I was getting dressed, and I was just like, man, we're literally 24 days away from game time. Would you say, let me ask you this, though. I know we'll talk a lot about this at 10 o'clock, but year 3.
Yeah.
We can go back, and we've talked about this, I mean, countless times under Rule in his past. You know, the year 3 at Baylor, the year 3 back at Temple. We know year 3 magic tends to happen with him. Improvement. I don't want to say magic, but there's noticeable improvement. This right here for me, at least, and I know we've kind of said this in the past, but as far as being excited to see what's going to be unveiled, I'm pretty excited just because of all the newness, man. Like you said, you have Raul in his second year. You have basically a whole new receiving core besides Ja'Cory Barney as far as that goes. You have a defense, a secondary that's a seasoned secondary. You have a new defensive coordinator in John Butler. You have a new special teams coach in Mike Eckler. You have a new defensive line coach in Terry Brady. You have a new defensive backs coach in Addison Williams.
Yep.
I mean, we can go on and on the number of new things that are a freshman kicker from the land down under. You know what I'm saying? All these different factors. You have the first time that you have, obviously, Big Cam and Robinson are gone. So who's going to step in those places? You see Davis stepping up there. Obviously, the young man. Oh, my gosh, Nick. We redshirted him last year.
Riley Van Poppel.
Van Poppel. You know, I'm excited to see what he jumps out with. There's just all these guys with where you know the upside is massive. You just wonder how much of that they will really capitalize on. Will they realize their potential, their full potential, and what they're capable of? So there's a lot, it's that Arrowhead, it's a night game. It's at 8:00. I mean, so all these things just make it exciting to see what's going to take place in 24 days there at Arrowhead.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head here, as we'll go to break in just a couple of minutes. But I think you hit the nail on the head of there's a lot of other notable names that we will certainly talk about and are very important. The Riley Van Poppels, the Vincent Shavers, the Marquise Watson-Trents, the Andrew Marshalls, who looked really good on Saturday at the Big Red preview in the secondary, right? The Idaho Vandal transfer. On the offensive side of the ball, Dane Key once he's fully healthy. Yeah, like there's a lot of other names that we will need to talk about throughout the next couple of months, and we will, a plethora. However, I think it's accurate to say that this thing starts and stops at the quarterback position with Dylan Raiola.
Yes, it does.
If you look, we talk so much, and so much is made about Matt Rule's year threes at his previous stops. Look at who was the two quarterbacks. At Baylor, it was an experienced guy in Charlie Brewer who had over 20 touchdowns and had fewer than 10 interceptions thrown. At Temple, now granted, different level of football, and you can't equate the American Athletic Conference to the Big Ten Conference. But at Temple in year three, when Temple went 10-3, Matt Rule's quarterback was PJ Walker, who had spent some time in the CFL, had some time in the UFL, and then obviously in the NFL with the Carolina Panthers. Also, over 20 touchdown passes in that year. There's something to be said. Dylan Raiola had 13 touchdowns and 11 picks as a true freshman last year. There's got to be some growth. And we talk about it ad nauseum. There's got to be some growth from your sophomore quarterback this year, because let's not get it mistaken. You brought in wide receivers to surround Dylan Raiola this year. Every part of those 2 years that you want to talk about with Matt Rule and how in year three under Matt Rule, it's just this massive jump. Well, guess what? It starts and stops with the quarterback. And if you can't protect the football, if you can't run the offense efficiently and successfully, well, then, you can kiss any hope of a double-digit win season kind of goodbye.
Nick, you think about this in pro or in college. You're gonna be hard-pressed to find a championship team without a good quarterback.
You're right.
It's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't care how good their defense is. That's great. But if you don't have a bona fide quarterback that can get things done, you are not going to go far in college, the collegiate ranks, especially not in the NFL.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is that's accurate across the board. I think you can even go down to high school level as well. Like I just got done having a conversation where I can talk about this. A project that we're working on here with the ticket is before our high school coverage gets started this year. August 29th is the first game of the season, by the way. We will have Lincoln Southwest and Lincoln North Star on our airwaves August 29th, the day after the Husker game. But what I was going to say is I'm sitting down with every single high school football coach in the city of Lincoln. Just this morning, a little after 8 a.m., head coach Ryan Gatula, Gunnar Gatula's dad from Lincoln Southeast High School, stopped in. We had a nice 15, 20-minute conversation that we'll be able to play on the air in the next couple of days. But I asked him, I said, hey, where does your program start and stop? And he without hesitation said quarterback. He said, if you have a quarterback that turns over the football, that doesn't make good decisions, that doesn't understand the offense, doesn't understand what every other guy is doing as well, he's like, then you can, you can expect to have some struggles and some adversity that you got to work through. So now we translate that to the college or the NFL level, like you said, and I think the point is just as accurate at that level as well.
Absolutely. It's going to be exciting to see. Like you said, their season kicks off on the 29th.
Yeah, week one's August 29th.
Week one, August 29th. Obviously, Nebraska. It's just that weekend's going to be loaded. You got Huskers on Thursday, high school on Friday, college collegiate ball on Saturday.
Do you know the big game on Saturday?
Who?
Texas at Ohio State. Or Ohio State at Texas.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Texas, yes.
I can't remember which one
that
it is.
Is going to be – I'm going to be plopped up and not moving.
I'll
golf early.
You have.
Well, no, I won't.
No, you won't.
I forgot I got surgery.
Yeah, you got surgery.
Yeah, well, I'll really be plopped up.
Yeah. You ain't moving.
I'm not moving.
You're not moving. No, it's going to be a fun weekend of football. There's a lot of notable games, which is, I mean, for Husker fans, there's an opportunity here to really kick off the season or kick off that weekend, that football weekend, in an exciting fashion. I mean, imagine Nebraska takes care of business the way that we want them to on Thursday. High school football starts on Friday. Saturday's got a great slate of games across the entire country, and you're just able to watch on Saturday stress-free because Nebraska's 1-0, and you feel good about their opportunities against Akron and Houston Christian in the following weeks. It could be a really, really good start to the year for Husker fans.
It's on and popping. Folks, when we come back, get your measuring sticks out. We're going to talk about up to the NFL. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: showers and thunderstorms are possible. Otherwise, we'll see partly sunny skies and light winds with the high around 81. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and light winds with the low near 63. Then tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and it will be breezy. The high around 85. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Nebraska football opens their season on Thursday, August 28th in Kansas City, and you can be a part of the best pregame tailgate party with Blur Events, live from Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals. Doors open 4 hours before kickoff with a live DJ promoting interactive competitions and giveaways, tailgate games like cornhole, flip cup, and beer pong, access to ballpark concessions, and available air conditioning. Book your tickets today at blurevents.com/Kansas City and hang with 93.7 The Ticket on the scene prior to Nebraska versus Cincinnati on August 28th.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this magnificent Monday. Another week, another opportunity. Sconey Skirt, what's up, brother? Because got to get here to Wisconsin. We have a ton of amazing courses. Sconey, I have never golfed in Wisconsin. I've been there a number of times, but just wasn't able to swing the stick while I'm up there. Nick, have you been to Wisconsin before?
Never been to Wisconsin. There's two things that I just despise in Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
One, the Wisconsin Badgers.
Yep.
Two, the Milwaukee Brewers. And so I sit here and I go, why would I ever succumb to Wisconsin? No, in all honesty, I just never been.
Yeah, they got, I
do hate the Brewers, though.
Madison is a very cool town, man.
That's what I've heard.
Cool. Green Bay is a cool town. Milwaukee, I'm not saying it's cool, not cool, but it's a blue collar, just hard, go out hard to paint.
I respect the town. I respect the city.
Yeah, Milwaukee's a cool town.
But the Brewers, whatever.
There is a haunted hotel in Milwaukee. Remember that time I told you I was not
That's
going to,
right.
I forget the name of it, but you have pro baseball teams and pro basketball teams that they do not want to stay in this particular hotel. I forget the name of it because we were talking about it on the show a couple years ago. I'm like, yeah, I'm not staying there.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Not doing it. If you know what that hotel, the name of that hotel is, Milwaukee, let me know. Downtown Milwaukee hotel that is notoriously haunted. I was like, that will not be staying there.
The Pfister?
I can't remember.
Pfister.
Does that sound right? So, got a history of being haunted?
Yeah, frightening haunted baseball stories from Milwaukee's Pfister Hotel.
Yep.
Turn out the light. This is MLB.com did an article on this.
Oh, then I know it's legit.
Yeah, so MLB.com did this. Scary stories from baseball's haunted hotel. Once you check in, you may never check out. This is from 2021. It says here, so built in 1893, the building is one of the nicest hotels in the area, hence why clubs often choose to stay there during road trips. But it's also known as one of the most haunted lodgings in the country. Turn out the lights, get cozy, and read on as we collect some of baseball's best player ghost stories set in the Pfister halls. And so they interviewed, okay, here we go, Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper said this, quote, "When I woke up in the morning, the clothes were on the floor. I swear on everything that the clothes were on the floor and the table was on the opposite side of the room against the wall.
Bro. No.
I was so flustered, I honestly thought there might be someone in my room. I had no idea what the hell just happened, so I looked around and then I checked to see if the door was still latched, and it was."
Nope.
The slugger then requested to be moved to a different room.
No, I'm going to a different hotel.
Yeah.
I'm not staying nowhere near that.
Oh, here you go.
Clint Hurdle, former Pirates manager, with a story. Had to deal with the effects of he may not have seen a ghost, but he had to deal with the effects of one of his players seeing one. When the Pirates were in town in 2016, Hurdle explained that though he had not seen that ghost, he did have a player call him because a ghost turned on his TV twice in one night.
Oh, my
he said, quote, I actually had him come into my room. I settled him down, went back to his room with him, sat for a while. The TV did not come back on. I exited. Everything was okay. And then received a phone call 3 minutes later that the TV randomly turned on. I mean, think about this. You're a grown man, and you went to your manager's room to get settled down.
Man.
That's wild.
Yeah, Big Hank Tank, what's up? He goes, Jeffrey Dahmer is from there. Really cool town. It is. John and Cortland, cheese, sausage, fish in Wisconsin is good for all that. It definitely is, man. I like that.
The good outweighs the bad.
You know, Big Haas, I like this. We'll talk about this more at 10 o'clock, too. Quarterback is very important, but need a line to protect him. Adrian was very good QB, but he was always running for his life. You're correct on that. Look, we did at K-State with a good offensive line, and I would say a different strategy as well as far as that goes.
Yeah, Big Haas, you're right to that point. Also, we also have to understand that sometimes the quarterback, because of the decision to escape the pocket too soon, can force them to then get sacked, get pressured. Where that's the other part of it is you can make your offensive line look really, really bad by your decision to abandon the pocket. If you're not willing to stand in there, I mean, you can make your offensive line look really bad too.
Would you say
Big Haas, you're absolutely right to that point as well.
Would you say too, Nick? And I think Big Haas would agree with this as well. His QB clock sped up a lot quicker in his mind than sometimes it really was.
100%.
Because of past times he was sacked so early, so that clock in his head, he's thinking, well, the last number of times I was getting hit, so I'm out of here.
Exactly. And I think that's just a young quarterback characteristic. I think that's, there's very few guys that will come in as true freshmen and just be able to have that innate instinct and awareness. That's when you can really separate some of them. That's why, I mean, here's the deal. Dylan has a chance to be a really, really good quarterback for Nebraska. We just have to see, there has to be some improvement. It doesn't need to be this dramatic. Dylan Raiola doesn't need to win the Heisman for Nebraska to be successful. He just has to make good decisions. The stats don't even have to jump off the page, but the touchdown interception ratio, and he'll tell you this, has to be better than 13 to 11. He's got to have a little bit better of a completion percentage. A lot of that factors in with the offensive coordinator and guys that you have around you and the offensive line. There's a lot of, it's a layer of an onion. There's a lot of layers to it.
Absolutely. Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a well-respected representative since 1999. Jack can help protect your home, your family, your vehicle, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. The NFL, they debuted their new virtual system measurement technology last week for the first half after the Lions. And the first time it came back when running back Craig Reynolds ran for 10 yards on the first play of the second quarter instead of the chain game running out. Nick, what about the chain game, man? There's a little song I like about the chain game.
We got to play this. I should have been ready to go for this.
No, I should have warned you too, though. But the chain game's going to be missing, but this helps with the chain game right here.
If I can, I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Gang, that's the sound of the men working on the chain. Gang, all day long they're saying,
Folks, the chain game will still be there, but they will not be as, be the main focal point because the virtual measurement system, as Frank Cook said, that's the sound of the gang working on the chain gang. We won't see them as often. Officials waited for a virtual measurement to confirm that Reynolds, the Lions running back, confirmed that Reynolds had enough to move the chains. Let me ask you this, Nick, and to the listeners as well. Text us in 402-464-5685. Do you trust technology more than human referees, as you mentioned, Nick, when it comes to measuring a first down? Do you trust them, Nick?
I feel like when you have something like the chain gang, you have it's pretty cut and dry whether or not it's a first down or not. Now we've seen a lot of instances, a few of them over the years, to where
atrocious.
I mean, they'll measure it. It'll be short or it'll be passed, and they'll do the opposite, right? There's a lot. what I never appreciated from the officials was their inability or unwillingness to bring the chain gang out. I mean, think about over the last 5 years, and Rubber Duck from LinkedIn brings it up. He goes, no, look back at the South Carolina versus Michigan in the Outback Bowl.
Yeah.
Where the referees, this is one thing I've noticed more and more, AD. Referees will stand over the football and then like just eyeball it from the sideline, and they'll be like, all right, we're good. Well, like, yeah, of course there's going to be some mistakes there. Like, why not bring the chain gang out? Why not bring them out there? They're there for a reason. The spotting of the ball is obviously very arbitrary, as we get pointed out. IQ Crew makes a good point about that. Do you know how many cameras are involved?
8.
8K cameras are involved in the stadiums, which is I mean, it's an investment. You just can't get it wrong now. Now the chain gang will also be there as a secondary piece of it.
So if you from the text line too, giving your thoughts on it. Unknown texter 6090 said it's odd to me because of spotting the ball is very arbitrary, even if they are good at it. And then we're going to use precise technology to measure if needed. Always a weird one to me in football. So and Nick, like you said, it's going to be interesting to see what goes on, man. Craig, good morning. He goes, trust hell, yes. Baseball is a joke. All umps need fired. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, here's the other part of it, that with NFL, computers never lie. Like, computers aren't going to lie. Like, they will tell you the facts. And so as long as all the systems are accurate, and I'm thinking of it in terms of like a personal computer, as long as all the system software is updated, as long as it's as sharp and as accurate as you can make it, then you can't argue with it. Like, there can't be any arguing of whether or not a guy gets a first down. The other part of it is, when would we use the chain gang now? Like, they're going to be out there for a second, as a secondary option. I don't know when we'll ever use it. The other side of this will speed up the game.
Well, you're spot on, Nick, because that's the next question.
Yeah.
You're spot on. The NFL is claiming the system saves about 40 seconds per measurement.
Yeah.
How big an impact do you think that will make, and I shoot this, Nick, on game flow and fan experience? 40-second improvement. Now, granted, it's not like this is happening, 30 or 40 times a game, give or take. But if it speeds up the game by 40 seconds, you think about doing that a number of times, 10 to 15 times, that speeds up the overall experience. Do you like that aspect of it, speeding up the game?
As the consumer, I don't mind when games take long, because the reason I look at it, I'm there invested in, I'm fully aware that I'm going to be here for hours, right? Whether I'm watching baseball or football, I know, okay, you know what? I'm going to invest 2.5, 3 hours of my time here. Now, baseball's gotten it to where the shortest game has been like an hour and 38 minutes, which is absurd, right? That's incredibly quick. Football, I feel like there's more constant action, so people weren't so worried about the length of the game. But I mean, here's the other part of it. It allows you to squeeze more commercial breaks into it. I mean, it allows you to get some more commercial money, ad money. It's going to feel like there's more and more commercials, which we already have felt like that. So, just understand that it's a give and take type of thing. Yeah, the actual game's going to take less time. That doesn't mean that corporations and TV execs are going to be like, oh yeah, the game's going to take a little bit longer, or the game's going to go quicker. We can have fewer commercials. No, it's going to be more commercials and less action, which is going to make some more folks mad. I'm sure.
NFL with that, you think about how many commercials you can slide in 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And the amount of money that brings the NFL.
Yeah.
So this was done with a lot of precision, a lot of thought, and the overall thing, money.
And they can tell us, we're trying to make the fan experience better, and we're trying to do all this and that, and make it quicker for folks so that you're not investing 3 hours on a Sunday. Well, in the long run, guess what? You're still gonna get commercials after a punt. You're gonna get after they go 3 and out. You're gonna get commercials after that punt, and then it's the prototypical score a touchdown, commercial break, kickoff, commercial break. And then, then a normal offensive drive.
Unknown texter 6785 says, but who do I yell at? My TV will think I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you this, if the NFL is adding 12 fixed cameras and centralized replay reviews, Nick, will this reduce officiating errors, or you just give us more things to argue about?
I mean, naturally, it's going to, I think, reduce some things. just because you're going to have one less thing that is a judgment call for officials. But that's where like I looked at it and go, it didn't have to be a judgment call. You have the chain crew that could just walk out to the field, even if it does take 45 seconds to save. Like, I look at it this way, to save that 45 seconds, does that make it worth not getting the call correct?
You got to get it right.
I mean, that's where I sat there and I was like, if you're going to employ the chain gang to be there and stand on the sideline, why not utilize them whenever there's even a doubt or an ounce of speculation in your mind of whether or not the spot is correct? That's what I just never understood.
Johnny Cortland's got a good point. Good morning, Johnny. He goes, you know what? Computers are programmed by people, therefore not perfect. Try that logic. And he's got a good point.
Good point,
because
John.
There's errors and everything. Hey, as far as that goes, I mean, this is an extreme example, but you look at the number of flights lately, airplane-wise.
Yeah.
To where some of it wasn't turbulence, some of it was human error. We can look at that's why, I mean, our good buddy John, Tripp and those guys, computer hardware in business, because computers do mess up.
They do.
They are not infallible. There's going to be errors. There's going to be mistakes.
So we got the whole thing with the robots nowadays.
Yeah, the NFL has to get these right. And if there's wrong, they have to correct it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely must they correct this thing, man.
Any decisions, like, this is where organizations, sometimes they have ulterior motives. Leagues, NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, they can have ulterior motives, and a lot of it's driven by money. I feel like they talk about fan experience, and they talk about, the integrity of the league and this, that, and the third. Well, guess what? You know how the priority number one at all costs needs to be, the call needs to be objectively right. If it's possible. Sometimes it's subjective. Sometimes it has to be, a subjective call, and it's opinionated, and things can, seep into that decision making. But for the calls like a spot on the field, whether or not something is a first down, whether or not something's a false start, whether or not something's a delay of game, those types of things, they have to get correct in NFL. That's how you get the fan engagement to be as good as it can be. I think it's less about shortening the game. It's less about commercial breaks. It's more so about when you're going to employ these guys and pay them lots of money, rightfully so, to go officiate an NFL football game, they have to get the ones that can be either objectively right or objectively wrong. They have to be on the right side of things.
Right. They absolutely have to. Absolutely have to. Folks, when we come back, we got some mystery. Top of the hour, 10 o'clock. Rafferty will join us from Seattle Southeast. We'll talk Huskers and the fan experience, what they looked like. A lot of clips to play with that as well. We'll be back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Nebraska football opens their season on Thursday, August 28th in Kansas City, and you can be a part of the best pregame tailgate party with Blur Events, live from Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals. Doors open 4 hours before kickoff with a live DJ promoting interactive competitions and giveaways, tailgate games like cornhole, flip cup, and beer pong, access to ballpark concessions, and available air conditioning. Book your tickets today at blurevents.com/Kansas City and hang with 93.7 The Ticket on the scene prior to Nebraska versus Cincinnati on August 28th.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this magnificent Monday. Magnificent Monday. 24 days until Husker kickoff. College football starts, and man, it is going to be awesome all the way through February. There'll be football on every week. I cannot wait, Nick. Hey, one of our former Huskers that's up in Green Bay, defensive back, I forgot his name.
Omar Brown.
Omar Brown had 3 picks in their inter-squad scrimmage, their family night. Was watching it on Twitter this morning.
Yeah.
It was. So Omar Brown had 3 picks on the scrimmage up in Green Bay. Good for him. Hoping he gets on that squad up there as well. Well, folks, in 1984 in history, American athlete Carl Lewis wins the 100 meters in 9.9 seconds in L.A. That was the first of his 9 Olympic gold medals over 3 games. Carl Lewis, of course, is just an Olympic icon, what he did. And in 1936, Jesse Owens wins his 2nd gold medal at the Berlin Olympics, which we know that Olympics almost did not take place, Nick, because of all of the world stress that was going on, obviously, over in Germany, etc. But he defeated German Luz Long in the long jump and final with an Olympic record. So Jesse Owens, 1936, and obviously then Carl Lewis did the dang thing years later in LA in 1984.
Let me ask you this, AD. On this day in 1949, who was born? 1949. A pretty good football player. He's in the Hall of Fame.
What position?
Running back. 1949. If I tell you the team that he played for, it would give it away. He was
first. It could be Walter.
First team All-Pro in 1983. He was the rushing touchdowns leader in 83 and 84. And he was born in Seneca, Kansas.
Oh, Gil Sayers.
No.
Gil's older than that.
Yep. 1949, John Riggins.
Oh, Riggins.
John Riggins was born on this day in 1949. American Pro Football Hall of Fame running back, Super Bowl MVP for the Washington Redskins, was first team All-Pro in 83 as well, and played for the New York Jets as well. I think he played for the New York Jets for partially a part of his career.
Redskins with the brunt of it when he won the Super Bowl as well. Absolutely.
But born in Seneca, Kansas.
One of
the best running backs.
Yes, he was. And that was when Logan Foster, your buddy Logan.
Yeah.
Hey, you're running like John Riggins. Thanks, Coach. Who's John Riggins?
There you go. Yeah.
Lot of history for you folks. Coming up, 10 o'clock, man, it's all Huskers. If you went to the fan experience, text us in and let us know what the experience was like for you. If you went down to this Memorial Stadium on Saturday evening and took part of those festivities. I know Jeff Essing from FXB, he went, shot me a text. He went there. Let us know. Shoot us a text if you went down to the stadium. Let us know what the experience was like for you, what the team looked like, all those good things. When we come back, we got plenty of sound bites and discussion of that, and Raph will join us as well. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn. Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Play ball! Ready for summer fun and ballpark vibes? Bring your pack to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. From May through August, the Lincoln Salt Dogs will be playing and the park will be popping with all the food, drinks, and fun you need for the perfect night out. Grab your friends, family, and coworkers and make plans now. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets. Come on out to the park and unleash the fun.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: showers and thunderstorms are possible. Otherwise, we'll see partly sunny skies and light winds with a high around 81. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and light winds with a low near 63. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and it will be breezy with a high around 85. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert, driving left side his border, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. 10 a.m. version. We got Rafferty in from Seattle Southeast. Rafferty was that Southwest. I always say South. No, it is Southeast. I don't know. It's just Huntsville.
Let's just call it Huntsville.
I was going to call you Huntsville where you're at. All this Seattle West, East, North stuff. I keep screwing it up anyway.
Yeah, AD is not a compass.
No, not at all. Rafferty, what's going on, man?
Oh, not too much. How are you guys today?
Doing good.
Dandy.
Doing good.
Dandy.
Hey, bro, listen, you went and checked out a nice, was it like a flea market? Not too far. Where exactly did you and Mama go?
Yeah, we went to a flea market in Falkville, Alabama. It was interesting. It was still probably in the late 70s, early 80s. They haven't quite moved on with the time yet, but it was interesting.
And it's called Falkville?
Yep.
Falkville. So, man, what type of stuff they have? What type of stuff they have there?
Man, about everything. I mean, there was one guy selling detergent and deodorant and
I was gonna say, it didn't look like anything that I'd want to buy.
I think if you go to those, you're just looking for that hidden gem, I think. But I mean, I'm telling you, they had like this one area with like just open air garage, and it just looked like people, or some of the people there, just bought people's storage units, and instead of like going through it, they just delivered it in one square storage unit. It was wild. I mean, it was
And not even knowing what was in there.
Yeah, I mean, it was just stacked. Like there was stuff in the middle you couldn't even get to. I mean, it was insane.
Here's the question I have, Raph. I noticed that Jay Foreman put on Facebook that he was going to bring 2 people to your little party as well. Are we going to interrogate him of who his second person's going to be, or is that just a thing that you were interrogating me for?
Just you, Nick. Just you.
I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page here.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah. Equal opportunity.
Well, I think the listeners want to know, Nick, who are you bringing?
I don't know. I'm still trying to find it. I just put a second one just in case.
Because I figured if you're bringing JTP, it would have been you +5 or something like that.
Nope, not I. Raph, on a scale of 1 to 10, let's break into football here. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much confidence do you have in Nebraska's offense not being able to limit turnovers this year? I'll say let's say it that way. On a scale of 1 to 10,
I'm going to go with the 8.625.
Okay. Is there anything why do you feel the way you do?
I like the offense coordinator, like he's been around the block, and I also like that year 2 jump with Dylan Raiola. I think year 2 will be key for him. I think, and one of the things too is, we remember when Dylan came to Nebraska, he came, with all the notoriety, and he's made it clear, he's wants to be one of the best quarterbacks, in the history, not just in Nebraska, but college football. He wants to be one of the best. And he's heard the chirping out there that, those top 25 rankings come out for quarterbacks in the country, and his name's not on there. I think he has something to prove this year, and I hope that he puts that chip on his shoulder. And I think that'll add a lot to him, with less turnovers and more touchdown passes.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said there when we're talking legacy, right? Like, I think that Dylan is understanding now that there's a lot that he can do to just get Nebraska in a positive position for when he leaves. He might not win. Sure, the goal, and we're always going to hear it, goal is national championship, goal is Big Ten championship, these accolades and other stuff. I think that there's something, and you guys can talk about this, AD. I mean, there's something to be said about this, to where you don't have to have all of the actual achievements that you can point to leave a program in a better spot than where you found it. Right. And specifically for Dylan Raiola, he doesn't have to win a national championship to leave a positive impact on Nebraska's quarterback room.
I think the main thing is, like you said earlier, Nick, he doesn't have to win the Heisman or even be mentioned, just take care of the football.
Mm-hmm.
You look at all the teams that were in the playoffs last year. All of those teams had quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And they weren't all Heisman Trophy candidates by any stretch of the imagination, but they were able to manage and direct their football teams with clean games for the most part. And that's what I want from Dylan this year. Just play clean. There's going to be some hiccups. We know that.
Yeah.
With any quarterback, there's going to be. Like you mentioned, that 13-11 ratio has to change dramatically. And I honestly think it will. Raph, you look at this. Let's look at the wide receivers. You look at Dane Key, who's going to be a senior. Obviously, the transferred in from Kentucky. And Isaiah Hunter had a fantabulous, if I can talk right, fantastic sophomore season when he was at Cal. Led the team in touchdowns. Cortez Mills, obviously the freshman. Jeremiah Jones, the freshman out of Kentucky. You got DJ Singleton, the redshirt freshman. You got Keelan Smith, the young kid as well, Neil Smith's son. You got Quinn Clark, Ja'Cory Barney, Janarian Bonner, Demetrius Bell, who we're excited to see as well. There's a lot of talent in that receiver room. But more importantly, it goes to that O-line where you got Rocco Spindler and obviously Big Pritchard that came in from Alabama, Rocco, of course, from Notre Dame, and a number of other guys we have returning. So I think it's very doable, Nick, for him to have a cleaner season because the pieces are there.
Yeah. Raph, I guess overall, I would say this about a couple of names just to watch in that wide receiver room. I think Keelan Smith and Quinn Clark are the two that really stand out. I was surprised that maybe we didn't see Quinn Clark a little bit more last year, Raph, but I think those are two guys that you can be excited about, and the pieces are there, as we continue to say.
Yeah, you got that, and it even adds more, being that they're legacy players. I mean, that's huge for for the fans of Nebraska to get that legacy action there. I think they're very talented. I love the size, the size of Keelan Clark. Yeah, I love the size out of them, and I just don't put a limit on them. I hope they that they produce.
I don't think we have to worry about Nebraska putting a limit on some of the wide receivers. I think that, in all honesty, I think this is going to be quite a bit of throwing for Nebraska this year. And now, granted, part of that could just be the type of offense that they're running. They're going to say that they want to run the ball, right? But like we also are smart enough as consumers of the sport to where we can judge through actions, right? Judge through, okay, in certain instances, in certain situations within the game, how is it managed? Who do they call on? Who do they lean on? We talked about it last week, the three of us, I believe, on Thursday or Friday of last week, to where who's going to be that guy that they step up, that steps up, and when it's 3rd and 5 and you just need 6 yards, who's going to be the guy that bails them out? Because every team needs one. Every team has one. Maybe some teams have multiple, right? Like the Ohio States of the world, you feel pretty confident in going to Jeremiah Smith, obviously. But if he gets doubled, well, guess what? That leaves Carnell Tate in an advantageous spot. Who's going to be those two guys for Nebraska? I think Ja'Cory Barney is in that conversation, certainly. And then you have a lot of the newer additions that are going to be fighting for that spot as well. And so I think that Nebraska fans are ready for this when we talk Dylan Raiola, when we talk how the offense executes. I think Husker fans are just genuinely ready for, in an intense moment, in a stressful moment, having ultimate confidence that your offense isn't going to make a mistake. That's been the biggest issue. It hasn't been because of pressure applied from other teams. It's been because Nebraska has faltered and has kind of crumbled in the most important moments of a game.
Let's see. We got some clip wise from Saturday. There was, like I said, about 2,000 folks that were at the fan experience on Saturday night. Had a beautiful evening for it as far as that goes. Who we got up first, Nick?
Let's go a little Matt Rule action here. Just prepping for week 1. Here's Matt Rule.
What are the biggest things you need to accomplish between now?
Let's go ahead and try this again. Let's go with player health. Let's go with that for Matt Rule.
Yeah, we unfortunately had, MAC happen day one. We had a couple, we've had a couple kids from the summer lingering soft tissue. Quentin Ives, went down with some soft tissue day one. I think I mentioned that. I don't know if I did or did. I thought I did that. So he's still not back. Anybody else? Turner's getting closer and closer to being back. I think Preston Tamua had like an illness, a sickness. And so it's not an injury, just working his way back. He's getting closer to being back. So I think when you look out there, this is a practice for us tonight. So we'll have the pit, during practice, everyone works for us. Long-term surgical guys go do rehab and lift. Guys who are close to being out in and out, they're kind of in and out of the pit, the physical training. So you'll see some guys in there, but I think for the most part, in terms of long-term, we feel pretty good about everybody.
So soft tissue stuff. I mean, the one that stands out to me, obviously, guys, that comes at a skills position is Quentin Ives, right? That's an area where Nebraska cannot afford to be, thin on bodies, especially in the bruising conference that is the Big Ten. And so once again, it's going to make Emmett Johnson's health just that much more important, that he stays healthy throughout the course of the year. And that they're careful while also getting him the reps that are needed preseason there. But also then it looks like an opportunity for Mekhi Nelson. This is a guy that he's going to be thrown into the fire really, really quick in that running back room. And it's unfortunate for Quentin Ives because he's waited his turn the last few seasons. And just unfortunately, in a year where it felt like he could be that backup running back to Emmett Johnson and really, really take some playing time, he's dealing with some soft tissue stuff.
Raph, another kid that I could see, depending on obviously what his fall camp is looking like, but as much as he was pumped up, you look at his film and the amount of praise that was heaped on him when we recruited him is Jamarian Parker, the true freshman running back, Raph, out of St. Louis, Missouri. You look at his game tape, and he was one that was saying that, depending on what happens as far as those injuries, you're looking at a Quentin Ives right now nursing that. He's a kid that I'm not saying, of course, I have no idea, but he's a kid that definitely has the tools to maybe see action this year.
Yeah, it's definitely all hands on deck, and having the soft tissue injury to Ives the way it is, that opens doors for other players to step up and to get more reps. I mean, that's the huge thing, is getting the reps. But what's wild to me is just the fact that only 9 full padded practices before the first game. That is crazy. I think back, just the high school days, the college days, it would be like your first 2 practices would be in like helmets, and then maybe helmets and shoulder pads. And you'd have like 8 full padded practice before you're almost in your first week. And now you have 9 fully padded before your first game. That's just crazy to me. And I think that really takes away from a lot of reps there too.
Okay. On that note, Rule was asked about that limited time playing in pads. Here's Matt Rule.
I'd like them to be very appreciative of all the people that came out here today. I'd like them to be very appreciative to the Fan Fest. I like them to be very appreciative of all the people that came out there. But, this isn't like last year. This was a little different. This was, a different schedule. So this was like, kind of me getting on the mic, and it was kind of a fun thing. There's nothing. This is work tonight, right? We're in full. This is our first day in full pads. In the NCAA right now, you get 1 day of full pads in the acclimation, and then you get 8 more times in full pads before the first game. Just think about that. You get 9 times to be in full pad. 9 times you can actually physically tackle someone before the first game. If you want to know why early season football sometimes looks pretty sloppy, that's why. And so we don't have any time to waste. And so, I'd like them to, entertain the crowd with their effort, with their physicality. So I haven't really said very much. To me, we have so much work to get done, and this is like a really business-oriented team. So, I want them to have fun. I want them to dap people up at the end and all that. But we just have to get better at football while we're out there. As important to me, and the fans are unbelievably important to me. That stadium is very important to me, and winning home field. And so it'll be the first time under lights in Memorial Stadium. So I expect us to play to a certain standard when we're in there.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, guys. I would say this. It feels like, and this is a good thing, it feels like there's more urgency this year. You can be now. I think there's a difference between feeling urgent and feeling pressured and rushed. And as of right now, I think it's just the sense of urgency. It just feels, it's so cliche to say it, business-like, but I think it is important that this team understands. Short-term thinking, the season is gettable, and it's very important for them to win some games. And then from us as consumers of the schedules, and as we break this down on the radio and things like that, and we look ahead, forward thinking, far long-term thinking, this season is incredibly important when you look at next year's schedule and go, man, the feeling that could be in Lincoln after 2026. If Nebraska doesn't take advantage of what they have in front of them this year in 25, it could feel real dark and grim. And people are going to get mad at me on the text line and be like, Nick, don't worry about that. Worry about 2025 in the moment. But that's when you're running a program, those are things that you have to consider, Ref.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you look at the world, it's a results-driven world that we live in. So, it's that you're going into year 3. I feel like this team, I feel the coaches are at a point. I feel the players that they like this team. They like the team that they have. They like the pieces that they have. So you've got what you like. There's no excuses of, well, we're still trying to get our players in here. We're missing this. For the most part, every position is ready to go. Now it's a matter to show those results of what you put together.
Exactly.
You guys, you think about this, it's 8 years now that the NCAA did away with 2-a-day practices. We're talking, Raf, about the number of times they'll be, obviously in full pads, contact, etc. And you think about that because it's something that's not talked about a lot. But I think obviously because the NCAA met that spring, I believe, of 2017, decided from a medical perspective and research that it's best not to. We can go back and forth on all that stuff. You even see the padded helmets right now, which I'm kind of in and out. I'm kind of out on that, but I get it. I don't know, because it's like, okay, I understand you're practicing with that, but then when it comes to game time, are you getting acclimated to what real contact feels like? Yeah. But I get it, preventative measures.
So, in the NFL, they can wear them.
Yes, in the NFL, they got to wear them in games. So football has changed as we know it. So I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole. That's neither here or there. But Raph and Nick, you think about this, how much more times they had for full contact drills 8 years ago with two-a-day practices. Because Raph, we would go in the morning, and then obviously we'd watch film in the after practice a little bit, we'd rest, and then we'd have practice again starting about 4 o'clock, 3:44 o'clock, everyone what that time was. So we had double the amount of time they had to get prepped right now for the as far as getting used to the physicality of it, getting your body ready, dealing with the stress of ball. But a lot of those things have changed now. So again, you have to get caught up and in shape a lot faster now that you did just 8 years ago when you had two-a-day practices.
Yeah, no, that's huge with the body, because when I first saw that, I was just like, man, that is not a lot of practice to get acclimated to playing, full speed. And then, the scrimmage time is probably less than that. What do you think? They do what, 2 or 3 scrimmages? So we're like, I mean, I would assume that, a lot of their drills and stuff is basically, just thud, wrap up. I mean, but the full tackling, and that's what he's talking about, early in the season where football is kind of messy, is because when you don't have the opportunity to, go full speed and tackle, it's tough just to come out and just be like, all right, now we're going to be a good tackling football team.
Yeah, I think it's really, fascinating to think about this, because now with the subtraction of two-a-days, and those things aren't a thing nowadays. You don't have to play the sport or any sport at a higher level to know that, mental reps are incredibly important and can be very valuable, but there's nothing like actually doing it than being in that, in the situation, right? So you can harp on these guys to, hey, mental reps, whether you're in a drill, whether you're outside of a drill, whether you're in a classroom, like I'm saying football classroom, whether you're in meetings, 100% be attentive, like be fully locked into it. Sure. But there's nothing like actually being out there and doing it.
No.
Right. And so to Matt Rule's, to Coach Rule's point about, why is it sloppier in the early parts of the year? You cannot look back after week 4 and, you don't want to be there as a player at week 4, look back and go, man, I wish I would have paid more attention that week. I wish I would have paid more attention to some of the sets or whatever the case may be, because man, that feeling of regret when you only have 12 weeks, really you prepare the other, what is that, 40 weeks of the year, of the calendar year, for these 12 weeks in the fall. And if you look back and go, I wish I would have, focused a little bit more in weeks 38 and 39, then that regret, it starts to seep in.
You guys, we got another clip on there too.
Well, of course. Let's go into let's stick with Rule a little bit more. Just talking about building camaraderie with the crew. Here is what head coach Matt Rule had to say.
The O-line came to me the other night and they were like, hey, can, meetings go till 9. Like, we've been playing cards and some board games and stuff. Can we get done at 8:30? And so we take a test every night. I said, well, everybody who scores a 90 or 100 can get done at 8:30. And I said, now listen, I'll do this. If you guys are all on your phones in your rooms, I'm not doing it. And Gus, texts me every night at curfew, because Gus is in the dorms with him, Big Gus, and he was like, he said, sent me a picture, and there was just guys everywhere playing cards. A couple of these Lindenmeyer, these guys play this one board game they all like. So there's been a really good, I think, camaraderie built into it, and a really good a sense of brotherhood that we're trying to develop. So I haven't had anybody complain to me about it. I haven't had anybody, guys say anything to me about it. So it seems like it's gone really, really well. So it's probably what we wanted.
A couple of those newcomers.
We can turn that off there. All right.
Nick, we talk about camaraderie, Raph, when we talk about camaraderie, the importance of teams gelling together. And you look at the number of new faces on this squad. And I think that's one thing that Rule, there's a number of things, but this is one thing he's done well at making sure these guys are a tight-knit group. Because, Nick, we can, without throwing teams out there, we know some teams that we watched here on this campus that it seemed like they were that tight on the court at times, that tight on the field, that tight in the post, whatever it may be. How important is that? Because we all know, guys, this year is a massive year for this squad. How important is it to be tight off the field as well, that you absolutely get along in that locker room is cohesive?
Well, Raph, I think also, guys, is another thing is in this day and age of college athletics where you're having, double-digit new guys and new faces just through the transfer portal that are used to. This is where the blend, I think, we sometimes overlook it. Because not only do you have high school guys coming in that are getting acclimated to just college in general, but you also have other college guys that are coming in, not only getting acclimated to the new team, but also getting reacclimated to what college life is like in a different place. And so there you have this group of this certain percentage of transfers through the portal, Raf, to where they come in and they are used to and their routine with another program is one thing. You have the Nebraska players that are returning that know how they're doing it, but trying to evolve it. And then you have high school guys that it's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, like eyes are open here, and we're trying to figure out how everybody can fit in together. Now, obviously, you're not going to be perfect. It's not going to be 100% hit rate, but ultimately, when it's all said and done, it's a lot of trying to get everybody on the same page, Rafi, and I think it sometimes gets overlooked to a certain extent.
Yeah, no, it's huge for just the chemistry of the team, gelling the team. I would go out on a limb and say some of the best teams that I've been around are the ones that got along the best off the field. There's just that camaraderie there, that brotherhood. I mean, look, you'll look at the 95 reunion will be this year. I bet you'll probably have 75 to 80% of the players show up for that just because of the camaraderie of the team. I mean, you saw it last year at the 94 reunion. So I just think that brotherhood, that's huge, for any team going into a season.
Yeah, I like what he's doing there because we know there's going to be stressful situations throughout the year. There'll be times they will be tested. And think about this, you guys. I like a team. There are going to be times where they disagree. There will be arguments. There'll be guys pissed at each other. I like that, though. Yeah. I like that. It's how you deal with that stress during heated times, heated moments that separate good teams from great ones, man. That's the reality. You have to do that.
I will say this also. Gus Felder deserves a raise because that's a big boy sleeping in a small dorm bed.
Yeah.
Maybe they've put two together.
Yeah, those dorms, Rav, I think they've improved quite a bit since our days.
No, they have not.
You don't think the beds aren't better?
I can speak to it. In 2019, the beds weren't better. So unless they
might
all
have been ours even.
Yeah, they might have been. I might have slept on the same bed AD did. No, it was fine. But no. I mean, everybody's got those mattress pads and everything now. So, did you guys have mattress pads when you guys were there?
Mattress pads,
like the stuff. So you put it's basically a foam, a layer of foam. And it's a mattress pad. You put it on top of the actual mattress, and it provides extra cushion.
You had to buy that extra cushion on your own.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That was your guys' form of NIL.
Like the eggs or whatever, the eggshell.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the eggs. Yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah, it looks. I mean, it's just a layer of foam that you can buy from. I bought mine. It's the store is dead now. Bed Bath and Beyond. I bought mine from Bed Bath and Beyond out in South Point, where it was like $35-$40, and it just gave you some extra cushion because those things are hard as rocks, man. And then you put your sheets over the top of it, and every couple of weeks, because you move so much in your sleep, the foam is starting to roll off the side of the bed, and so you'd have to take everything off and resituate. So, Raph, what do you got for RGT today, my friend?
All right, everybody. Today's Ralph's Good Take goes out to the Lincoln Education Association retired teacher members. They are doing a Come and Get It event for teachers that are new teachers that are starting the year. I think it's really cool that they're providing what is it? They don't use eraser normal because they don't have chalkboards no more, but dry erasers and pens and markers and stuff for teachers to use for their classroom. Just really cool that they're doing that because I know how much those teachers spend out of their own pocket every year, and that those retired teachers are coming together to help out these young teachers is super cool. So the retired teacher members of the Lincoln Education Association, you guys are Ralph's Good Take.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Eric on the text line says the disrespect that Nick is throwing at you guys is ridiculous. I wasn't being disrespectful at all towards you. Eric is just trying to start fires out here. I'm telling you, man. I go on vacation tomorrow, and I can't wait just to get away from Eric for a week.
It will.
That's what I can't wait for.
Oh, folks, it will be
How's that for disrespect, Eric?
It will be a different week. I'll be in Tuesday. Tomorrow, heading out about 1 segment out because I'll catch a flight 11:47. Nick, of course, will be gone. I will be remote on Wednesday, here on Thursday, but gone Friday, and then following week we'll be ready to roll. But yeah, it's that crazy time of year, but we'll still give you the same punch, same good stuff as far as that goes. Rafferty, we'll holler tomorrow. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
All right. I will talk to you guys later.
Folks, we'll be right back.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. We are back. We are back. And I tell you what else, folks. ESPN, they are wrapping a bundle up, man. I mean, like a major bundle.
Mm-hmm.
They just announced a few days ago, there's a big merger, big acquisition. To Nick, I'm asking this from the pricing standpoint, which we'll dive into that as well. Just kind of let you know, NFL deals Red Zone, NFL media assets to ESPN and Blockbuster billion-dollar deal with a B. The NFL and ESPN reached a blockbuster agreement that will place many of the league's top media holdings with Sports Network in exchange for equity in ESPN. That is potentially worth billions, which we know, hence why the deal is just a multi-billion-dollar deal. They were briefed on the agreement by The Athletic, CBS, a number of outlets reported it. The announcement is expected sometime this week. Of course, Disney, ESPN's parent company, has its earnings call on Wednesday. Nick, what's your initial thought on this?
Well, I mean, in all honesty, I'm not a huge fan of it because everything that's like this is going to be such a dramatic shift for all of us. There's questions, something about with watching Red Zone, and part of it is having Scott Hansen involved. We know that ESPN has their personalities that they like to have on all coverage. And sometimes that might not be as easy and as comfortable for consumers to consume as one guys that, you know, they actually enjoy listening to. And so I don't know, you wonder about price changing, you wonder about all the other logistics side of it. It's a brilliant business move just because the value that's there is second to none. But you know, once again, as we continue to see these companies merge and you see, you know, whatever it was with Barstool going to Fox and having some of their content on Fox, or whether it's now the Pat McAfee show on ESPN or now NFL Red Zone on ESPN, there's just a lot of moves being made in the media world that are going to make a lot of people just uncomfortable, and it's going to be harder at times for some to maybe consume the product.
Kind of just to look at what it's going to be, what's it's going to be, like the makeup of it is the service, which will cost $29.99 per month, will allow subscribers to bypass cable or satellite providers to watch all ESPN programming, including live games through ESPN's app. Viewers who already have access to ESPN's networks through cable, satellite, or bundled streaming TV services will also be able to watch ESPN through the new app. Nick, is this the future of sports media? Are you ready to pay $29.99 a month, virtually $30 a month, or will this price tag turn you off? What do you think it'll do for potential subscribers?
Well, I think we're going to pay for it. I mean, I'm not going to watch NFL. I will say this. It would be, I mean, for bars and sports bars, it's might be a good thing because they might not have to pay eventually for cable. They don't need the USA channel. Like they don't need CMT. They don't need like they can maybe be more selective with the channels and the TV packages that they purchase to where they don't have to have, they can be more selective on, all right, we just want NFL coverage, and so we're going to pay $30 here, and everybody kind of gets theirs. Like for me, I don't need all the channels, but a lot of people I think can attest will buy bigger packages of cable and of TV packages simply because it will it allows us to have access to every game and every sporting event.
Were you surprised that SEC allowed this? I mean, just the powers that be allowed this to take place. Securities and Exchange is a monopoly, because you figure NFL and ESPN, is that too much power? Do you think NFL is getting too cozy with ESPN, or you think it's just good business for both sides? And maybe you don't know the answer to that right now.
I don't think we know the answer. I also don't know how, like, it's not like they're giving them Super Bowl rights. In a couple of years, I think ESPN is going to have a Super Bowl on their network, which is kind of strange. But like, I still think of like, okay, if I'm going to sit down and just watch the local cable TV game, it's either I'm either going to tune into Fox, or I'm going to tune into CBS, and then on Sunday night I'm going to tune into NBC. I think from the NFL standpoint, once again, it's a good business model. They have their windows for every game, to where Thursday night, it's now kind of comfortable to where, okay, it's Amazon Prime for the folks that want to watch that. Sometimes they're not the most competitive of games. We know that Sundays during the day, you're going to see CBS, you're going to see Fox. We know on Sunday night, it's NBC, and then Monday, it's ESPN. Everybody kind of had their own window. This is, I mean, it's a smart move on ESPN's part, because now there's a chance that you drive some of those viewers away from the local cable channels, and they're only watching ESPN products like we talked about.
Who wins this deal? Is it the fans or the suits?
Oh, it's the suits. I mean, we're talking billions of dollars here. We're talking billions of dollars. My $30 is nothing in comparison to, I'll be happy because, maybe we can get rid of, maybe I can get rid of a cable TV subscription, or, a streaming platform and something. And I just say, hey, give me all the ESPN programming. But don't get it twisted. The suits
win this.
Money, man.
At $30 a month times millions and millions of fans. Because you know what, thing about it, there will be many who will be like, I can't, this is blankety blank, this is this or that, but they're still going to sign up and get that app.
Well, because guess what? It's going to take one, maybe 2 Sundays of them not having it, to where it's going to be, all right, I'll see if I want it, or if I'm craving it on opening weekend, or if I'm craving it after 2 weeks. And we're going to be sitting there be like, man, I want to watch this game. I want to watch this team. Or, whoa, this finish is going, like they're in the final 5 minutes and it's a tie ball game, and I can't just switch over like I used to.
Don't have access.
Nope. So it's going to be like, okay, all right, I'll bite. Okay, fine.
It's going to be the twist the arm approach with what you just described, Nick, because there's going to be some games you're going to want to watch that normally you may have wanted to watch before or had access to, that you may not have access at this point. So I think there's going to be a number of people to do it. Text line, I want you to let us know. Are you going to get involved with the app? Are you going to purchase? Let us know at 424645685.
How about this? If I asked you how many people purchased NFL Sunday Ticket last year, do you have and I'll tell you this, it's in the millions. 1.3 million people purchased NFL Sunday Ticket last year.
And you are a part of that.
I was there. And I'm going to be there again this year.
Million.
And so there you have it. I mean, so that's where you ask, okay, you're just going to naturally, as much as we follow broadcasters and companies, we follow products. And ESPN just purchased the product.
Yes, they did. Old Dad 34 says, with this merger, when will all the greed stop is my question. Brian T, good morning, goes negative on the app, Raptor Man. Yeah, and you know what, Old Dad 34, I think you're exactly right. And it goes, okay, Nick, it goes in again to, we talked about The measurement tool that's going to be involved in there. That's 40 seconds. They said they can save by doing that. Will that mean more commercials, meaning more money for the NFL and the powers that be with this merger that's taking place at $29.99 a month? Heck, if you just think about that, you know you're going to get more than $1 million.
Yep.
You just know that because that's cheaper than NFL Network was, as far as the game day experience. So it's money. The suits definitely winning this, and the fans are going to pay. Your hardcore fans are going to pay. And I quite honestly think, Nick, even if it's a team, even if you're a casual observer, think about this: fantasy football teams. You're going to want to know what your team is doing.
Yeah.
You're going to want to watch it live. Now, I know there's breakdowns and things like that, but those are things you're going to want to look at. They have the red zone involved in there as well. You're going to want to keep up with your fantasy league team. Sports betting, obviously, now is legal. So people are going to want to watch multiple games at the same time.
If I got the over on a quarterback, I want to watch that quarterback.
You want to watch that quarterback, A few more responses here on the text line. 8374 says $30 for ESPN, but when you still need FS1 in the Big Ten Network, by the time you add it up, you might as well get live streaming service like YouTube TV or DirecTV Stream. Great point. Deb from Beatrice. I'm with Nick, paid for Sunday ticket, and will again. Unknown texter 7706. I won't. However, if this somehow affects my NCAA games, I will have no choice.
Yeah.
And what you just said, unknown texter 7706, ESPN and the NFL Network, they know it.
And isn't that so disgusting? I mean, it's disgusting to think about, AD.
They know it, Nick. They know it's like, okay, don't pay for it. Hope you like catching replays.
Exactly. It's the same thing. It's the same thing like we talked about earlier with the, NFL can say that they want fan engagement. They want the fan experience to be a positive, experience and stuff. But in reality, it's how can they squeeze more time for ad money? How can they squeeze more time for commercial breaks? And then also, in this specific instance with NFL being acquired by ESPN, it's how can we continue to squeeze our customers for every dollar that they got? And then we're all suckers and we pay for it. So
here's the reality. I think that we are heading towards one super sports app, man. To where the acquisitions, the mergers keep going. And
think about how you have to, maybe when we come back, we can briefly just talk about that. To think about the amount of investment that you need to have, the bankroll that you need to have. And how would you be able to get everybody to play along to where on one umbrella app you have access to ESPN, you have access to Fox Sports and their smaller networks like the Big Ten Network, access to NBC Sports, CBS. It seems almost impossible because you're not going to be able to make every single company happy.
Text us and let us know. Text your vote. I got a poll question for you. Would you pay $29.99 a month to stream all ESPN content, including live NFL games, directly through the new app, even if you already have cable or streaming access? So yes, I want the flexibility of full access. No, I already pay for ESPN through my provider. C, maybe, depends on exclusive features like Red Zone and Fantasy Tools, which is another option. Or D, no way, too much.
Does anybody ever even watch those fantasy shows that they have on Sundays?
If you're hardcore, you do.
Maybe.
If you're hardcore guys, you do. I don't think you do, but there's a lot of hardcore guys do. They can't wait to get involved. And that's why you think about it. That's why was it FanDuel?
Yeah.
Was able to build that big giant hotel, the facility there in Vegas. They're making money, brother. They're making money. Let us know. Text us in 424645685. We'll be back with the ADT attitude adjustment. We'll be right back.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Hog Wild's giant sub baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, showers and thunderstorms are possible. Otherwise, we'll see partly sunny skies and light winds with the high around 81. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and light winds with a low near 63. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It will be breezy with a high around 85. I'm meteorologist Collector for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When only the best will do. Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. Visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at A1AutoLincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. We are back. We are back. Some of the text line here. Travis W. Doesn't ESPN already own Fox?
So the way that it worked a couple of years ago, they acquired some of their regional networks
assets, I believe.
Yeah, it was some of their assets. It wasn't actually they don't own Fox. Disney obviously owns part of ESPN, and it's like ESPN Incorporated, while Fox, it's like Fox Presentations owns the companies of Fox. But there were some regional networks that exchanged hands and things like that. And a lot of that had to do with like conference realignment, not this specifically, but like through the Longhorn Network. Folks will remember the Longhorn Network. The Big 12 owned part of the Longhorn Network, and then obviously when Texas moved to the SEC, it kind of got absolved of, or it's not absolved, kind of got sent into SEC ESPN network type of thing. SEC was like, you're not going to have the Longhorn Network, but you can still keep some of your people. And so there's just, a lot of power grabbing that goes on.
Isaac Kachira, good morning to you, brother. He goes, they have us over the knee. Of course, we shouldn't have to pay that $30, but of course we will.
Yeah, darn right we will.
Isaac, yes, absolutely.
Hey, we have to say welcome back to Adam. Adam is back. He used to be a partner with us here at 93.7 The Ticket. Moved to North Carolina for the last 2 years,
awesome.
But he's back and listening every day again. Adam, welcome back to the program.
Adam, appreciate you, man. My Wi-Fi for some reason is taking a second to get back up there. So I want to read the rest of these. Unknown texture, 8374. Now it just disappeared again. Nick, do you see it on there?
The way he says, the way I understand it, if you pay for a streaming service with ESPN like DirecTV Stream, you will get free access to the ESPN app. That's at least what places are reporting. And yeah, there's things that obviously I'm sure there's not loopholes, but essentially they are loopholes to where, hey, if you are, if you already purchase a package through a partner of ESPN, you might get it offered. If ESPN really wants to go the money focused route, then they could say, hey, we'll give you a taste of it. If you work, for example, using this specific example, if you use DirecTV Stream, and I hope ESPN doesn't do this, but they'll say, hey, we'll give you a free trial for the first 3 weeks of the season. And like that'd be the way, if they really want to make money, that'd be the way to do it, to where you give folks a taste and then you take it away. And it's like, well, wait a minute.
I want that back.
I want that back. What do I have to do to get that?
And they know it too.
Yep.
They absolutely know it. Folks, this is the 80 attitude adjustment. And this one, I just want you to know you matter. Regardless, you may be going through something today. We've all had tough periods. We have tough stretches. I've had buddies that have had tough times, but I want you to know you matter. The pain you're feeling right now, it may be real, but it's not permanent. Okay, this is a page. It's not your whole story. Please don't choose a permanent solution to a temporary problem, folks. There is hope. There is help, and there are people, including myself and Nick and everyone at the station, who cares about you. The world needs your light, so stay. If you need someone to talk to, I must be stressing this a lot more often. If you text or dial 988, there's a lifeline out there. It's a suicide and crisis line. It could be something with, mental health challenges, emotional distress, alcohol or drug abuse, or just someone to talk to. Again, that's 988. You can text or call. There's somebody there. Understand, you matter. Stay with us. Stay with us.
There it is.
Folks, we're thanking you for staying with us. We'll be back tomorrow. Again, I will be here. Nick, safe travels to you. Headed up to the north, up to Canada. He'll be back next week. I'll be back tomorrow. So will we.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at A1AutoLincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Staying healthy and comfortable starts with the air you breathe. If you're noticing more dust, odors, or allergies, it could be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Pure Air starts with cleaner air ducts, hair with enhanced filtration and purifications options, and the difference is amazing. When the air you breathe is clean and fresh, your home smells fresher and your family is healthier. Time for cleaner air in your home? Call Bryant for a free estimate. Bryant Air Conditioning,